And I think that's everyone notified who I can think of. I'm just doing one more, and I think... Oh, sent that one twice. I think I've covered all angles. So we shall go live scene. Hello today's and hello Lacey. Hello. I'm just there is one more section I need to notify that I'm live. But I've got just posting to Facebook. I will be looking at doing some Facebook lives, as I said in last night's live stream. I haven't figured out quite how to do them yet. But once I do, I will be looking at doing some Facebook lives. I think there's one more I need to... Yeah, there we go. So yeah, welcome to Tuesday. It is Tuesday. I have double checked, and sorry that I'm looking sort of down. Just get my... I've also got a longer cable on my camera as well for this one. So I've swapped some cables around, so hopefully we won't have... That's better, I can see. You can see me now. That's better. There we go. And I can see everything now. Let me know if the music is too loud or if it's too distracting. Yeah, I'm good. How are you? I have my therapy session today, which was an eye-opener. We haven't obviously hit the ground running. Today was really a way for me to sort of give a perspective of what I'm experiencing, what my experiences has been, and I think it's going to take time to process everything, but I'm hopeful that this will be the start of finally being able to let go of a lot of things that have held me back, and I think I need to think about things more. Yeah, I mean it's only what, day 2. Last week was the introduction, meeting my therapist, and today was the sort of orientation of how the therapy sessions are going to work, and it was my moment to give a bit of history and background really to what I mean we only scratched the surface, so it's going to be a long, slow process, but yeah, I won't say I'm confident. I won't say I'm quietly confident, because I think that would be arrogant. in my opinion. But to say that, I'm hopeful is the right term to use, because no, it is face to face. It is face to face. I work better with face to face, being autistic. So, and the therapist I'm seeing is specialised in dealing with autistic trauma. So it's even better. I mean, obviously I won't go into details about what was actually said, but I will say that I have good feelings about this, and I think I really do feel that this is a step in the right direction to finally getting somewhere in life, and finally letting go of all the things that I've not been able to let go naturally. They're going to next week we're going to do grounding techniques, which are very important. So I think I've been needing this for so long, I'm not going to lie. Sorry, my phone's doing something. There we go. It was flashing at me something. But no, I mean, my therapist is very patient, very knowledgeable, very helpful, and I hope from this, it's just the knowledge that through this I will be able to move on. That's the important thing. That's and I didn't even plan to go live tonight. I was going to go live tomorrow night, and I will still go live tomorrow night. But if not push comes to shove, that's the wrong word. But if all pans out, I might even go live every night except for Thursdays, because I'm out Thursdays. And if I start doing anything else of an evening, I won't go live. I'll only go live certain days if I do join a different club or do something else. So, expect to see these quite regularly. And it will probably just be me. I mean, Friday I have said will be ASMR night, but the rest of the week, even Saturdays and Sundays, it will be just chatting, talking to people, seeing how everyone is, catching up with everyone, putting my face and my voice out there so people know I am a human being behind the characters. Talking about, I might even set aside one night a week to talk exclusively about the project. I haven't decided. I'm not going out this Thursday, so I will probably live stream this Thursday. But don't expect a Thursday live stream every week. And I might even though I know people will be busy, I'm even considering going live over the Christmas holidays. I know that's still 6 or 7 weeks away. I normally try and do a live on New Year's Eve to see in the new year. So I normally do a live stream there with everyone, and I broadcast the London Countdown live on my computer, so that we can all see London's, the UK's New Year in. But that's not until Let me just check my calendar, because it's the 4th today. So it's about 7 weeks. 7 weeks tomorrow. So pop that in your diary. Let me put this playlist together. It's me. Anyway, I think this was just an experimental playlist, and I've just decided to play it. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna shift that one. There we go. I've just changed the tracks. So yeah, you know, it's all going to. I'm not saying it's all going to plan, but you know, it's a long tunnel, and I can see that little speck of light at the end of the tunnel, which will slowly get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But it's going to be a slow, long walk to that end of the tunnel. It's not going to be hit the ground running, and it's there. It's going to take time, and I think it's what I've been needing for a long time. You know, it's what I've been denying myself for a long time, and I think by live streaming every night, if I can do it, as I say, I wasn't planning this tonight, but I just felt like going online. I just felt like setting up my camera, going online and just talking. You know, whatever comes to mind, it doesn't matter. But I have done some more promotional work today for the project, and I know not everyone is always interested, but you know, it is something I'm proud of, and I take pride in what I create and what's created by other people as well. You know, everyone's done a fantastic job with their characters. Yeah, I feel encouraged to do it more. One thing that my therapist said last week is I've got to try and reach out to people more often, and by going live I can do that. I can reach out to more people, I can talk to more people, even though I can't hear you, I can still read your messages, I can still read I can still read the chat. And I'm looking at going live again on Twitch in due course, maybe even dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch. And I think I'm going to try TikTok as well. I did try TikTok, but that felt a bit awkward because everyone was asking to join, you know, as a guest live streamer, and that I had to keep that in control because it was people I didn't even know, and I just said I'm just testing it out. I'm just experimenting at the moment. I'm not looking to join live stream with other people but really it's because I didn't know who they were and what they would say or do on the live. So I was safeguarding. I'm using the word safeguarding a lot at the moment. It's my word of the moment, really, the word of the season, because it is what you know. Got to be so careful these days in this world. Safety is everything, and I'm not going to take unnecessary risks. You know, I've got to be able to, you know, keep going. and I think by going live every I'm going to see how I go this week. I'm going to try and go live tomorrow, Thursday and Friday as well. Probably won't do Saturday, because Saturday is when I find I get zero watchers on Saturdays. 9 times out of 10 I've finished the live stream without a single viewer, a single watcher, and I'm okay with that, but it does make interacting and talking to people, which is what I like doing, a lot more difficult. I mean, at the moment I'm kind of finding my feet with these live streams. I'm finding my myself really more than anything, because I need to, and as my therapist said last week, it will build up my confidence. I mean, last week I went to my club, I went out for dinner with friends, I went out to a Lego convention on Sunday, and it wasn't a convention, it was more like a swap meet really, with a few pieces on display. It wasn't the biggest of Lego events, but it was good. It was good. We were in there for I was in there for about an hour and a half. Came home with 2 kilos of Lego, which I got for 15 quid. And what did I do? Well, if you saw yesterday's live stream, you'll know I didn't really get up to much yesterday. Today, as you know, I had therapy. Tomorrow I've got nothing. Thursday I'm getting my leg looked at again. But good news, I've been 3 days now without painkillers for this leg, so everything is moving in the right direction. I'm at that point now that I'm off the antibiotics. My leg is no longer painful, and I am walking better as well. I'm walking better. Sometimes my leg does have the odd twinge, but it's not permanent, it's not there all the time. I'm not crying out in agony. So I think this compression bandage that they put on is helping, because obviously what it does is it helps open up the blood vessels a bit more. But I've got good blood, as I said in yesterday's live stream, I've got good blood flow through my legs, which is important. So that's a good sign. So at the moment I've got a light compression bandage around my leg, which sorry, I'm fiddling with a pen. So it's finding its, things are beginning to slot into place, shall we say. Yeah. So I'm just thinking. My mind is trying to race ahead, and I've been told it's not a good idea to let it race ahead. But I mean, obviously, if you've got any questions or anything you want to say or talk about, please do, and I'll happily talk about it with you. As I say, I've been doing a lot of promotional work recently on the project. I've done that. Just seeing what else there is, really. To show you that I haven't shown you already. No, I haven't really got. I think I've shown a lot of stuff. It would just be too low down. I've got a jumper on. I've got a fan, but I've got a jumper on as well. Just because, really. Just because. But as I say, this is an interactive stream, so all newcomers who are watching this for the first time, even if you're watching this on the replay, please do leave a comment, do subscribe, do press the bell, notification bell, because when I do upload new content, it is it is available from the get-go. I haven't had a premiere on my channel for a very long time because I've not had a lot of. I mean, I do have collaborative content in the pipeline, but I've not had any sort of immediate collaborative content to share. It's all been a lot of solo work, but hopefully I'll be able to get something sorted soon where people can be involved. It's just finding the right people to help me out, really. But if you're interested, I'm going to say this, if you are interested in joining the project, I can share the Google Drive. That's the link to the Google form. So if anyone wants to fill out the Google form, I will then send you an email. Please never use your real name. Please never use any, just use your online social media name and your email address that you use. And I will send you all the details in an email. If anyone wants to participate, that's the best way to contact me about it. Please fill that out, because it gives you everything you need to know, and then I will send the rest, including the link to the Discord server. So if you're on Discord, there is a link accessible to everyone who wants to sorry, my phone is yeah, I will be live a bit longer, so yeah, please do jump in when you're able to. It's amazing to have you here, Lacey. Thank you. All the best for the moment, but I will be here when you come back. So I will catch up with you soon. I'm not going anywhere though, so I will be here. But yeah, so if anyone wants to fill that form out, and I'll get an email notification, Simple as that, really. And then you're in control, basically. See you soon. Yeah. And think. So I've been working on a few things. I have been working on a few things. Let me see. I've got some new backdrops. For the project. I've done some new artwork for Maximus's birthplace. They're not the most exciting because it's an empty building, but wait a minute, that's not it. No. Maybe I didn't. Save those ones. Something not right here. That is something I'll have to investigate, because obviously something's gone wrong there. I don't have the right images. That's interesting, but that's something I can sort out later. But we've got some new images for Peveril. So for some of the So I'm just going to hide up behind the comments section. So we've got some new artwork for Peveril that I've edited myself through the use of this platform. It'll come up in a sec. So this is the art program I use for my... I won't do anything because I haven't got anything to work on at the moment, but this is the platform I use. Let me just scale it down so you can see it. It's like Photoshop, but it's absolutely free, and I love it because it does everything that Photoshop does, and it's so user-friendly. You know, it really is a user-friendly platform. Yeah. So yeah, I've been sort of what's going on there? So yeah, this is some of the artwork I've been working on. It doesn't look like much, but there's been some things I've been sort of expanding and editing, as you can see. Some of them have just been resized, and some of them have been edited very subtly so that you can't... These first ones are the most recent. If it's got the name Pavillon, they're ones I edited previously, so you know. Did I do Peveril as well? Yeah, I did Peveril as well. I'm expanding the smaller cities now, so you know, there's that. There's that. That I didn't, just resized. That's edit. That's a resize. Some of them obviously have, you know, random names, because I actually get a lot of my imagery from Pixabay, I mean, not Pixar, Pixabay. So this is the platform I use for finding my pictures. So let me put in, I'm going to take you off for a second because I need to log in. I'm just going to disappear off screen. There we go. It probably wouldn't have made much difference had I logged in with you on screen or not, but at the same time, if I type in Medieval City, and it gives me 32,323 free images of Medieval City, and it's usually when I download these that I edit them, because they're royalty free images to do with what you wish. I use them mainly as backdrops for Lord of War and Heartache, so you know, the Photoshop analog, which is this program here, I'll come out of it very shortly, works wonders when you want to edit an image, you know, take something modern out and put something historical in. But as you can see, it's a really, I mean, for example, and then it obviously gives you the name of the artist or the photographer, and sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking down at the to give you an idea. And when you download, it gives you your different dimensions. I normally go by 1920, so if it's 1920 1280, so this is 1281, so give or take a pixel. If it's horizontal, I normally go 1920 1280 or 1281 1920 if it's vertical, because that's pretty good for video editing. You know, that is the there we go, 1920 1281 horizontal. So that's kind of what I use for my software, which is Wondershare Filmora here at the bottom. And I'll take you through that as well, because this is one I pay an actual subscription for. Yeah, I don't believe in all this image to video stuff. I did play with it a little, but you'll never see it because I was not. No. So here we have. If I hide the chat box for a minute, and if we hide me for a minute, so here is Wondershare Filmora. You've got you can import your media. So what I can do is, what was the last thing I imported? Let's take a I was playing with some more of the world art ideas as well. Let's go to video. Let's go to my video section. So graphics, videos. We'll go Ondarian Monarchy. So if I upload all the videos that I have and again these have all come from Pixabay, and they're all royalty-free videos, and they're really good for representing the Ondarian monarchy. So I will just put together a simple video without titles, without anything, just to show you how user-friendly it is. So you'll have seen these clips in one of my actual videos. So I've got 8 clips in total of varying seconds. We can zoom out to make sure. So we start with an 8-second video. And now it asks you, so we tick the box so it doesn't ask again, and I always stick to the frame ratio that's there. And because I'm sticking to a very similar looking building, I'm going to continue that with this. So, and then we are going to switch to this, and then that, and then that, and finally we'll put in the footage that represents the city of Taros. So here we have the footage that represents Ondar City, so we're going with transitions, and I want it to fade in, so that's always set to 2 seconds, and then dissolve so that it flows. Dissolve is the one, actually I don't want it to fade in, I want it to dissolve in. So the transitions are always 2 seconds in length. Standard. You can re-lengthen them. So for example, say I wanted this one to be 1 second. I right click and up comes a box, click duration, and I just have to look over my camera, and this is why I try not to have my camera where it is, because I can't see what I'm doing. But as you can see, I have fortunately, I have shortened that to 1 second. So that goes. So I do Control Z to undo it. So we'll continue with the dissolve transition. And you can lengthen these to however you want. It gives you a length. So, for example, if I wanted this to be 3 seconds in length, or 2 seconds, you can click and drag. It's very, very good for clicking and dragging. So, because I've played around with that one, I don't want to play around with it too much. And then dissolve at the end. So this is what we get. So that's the 8 seconds. And of course you can also speed up, you can also reverse footage, so we go to speed, reverse speed. I probably didn't even really need those extra things, but it just gives you an idea. So instead of it pulling in, it's pulling out of the clip. So, and of course you can also do simple things like flip it. Now don't be fooled by where it says AI tools, because technically it's not. They're not really artificial intelligence This bit might be at the bottom here, but it's not really. For example, say I wanted to use a green screen, or I wanted to cut out a certain colour, you know. Say I wanted to take out... Say I wanted to put something behind this image. So we'll go to media, and let's put this video in. So say I wanted to put something in there. Watch this. That, for some reason, that didn't work. Probably because it... Okay, so that didn't work. But say we wanted to take out this colour. Ah, I see why. I see why now. I just tweaked why it's not working. I had the wrong thing selected. So, okay, see, okay, this isn't the greatest example, but okay, this will give you an idea. So we come into this, and as you can see, the other background is behind. It's not the greatest of examples, but it's excellent for when you're working with green screens. And of course, when you do get the odd problem, that's where edge feather comes in, tolerance comes in, edge thickness, offset, and that makes it look like it's not even set for green screen. I can give you an example of green screen because I do have green screen imagery. As I say, don't be fooled where it says AI tools, because technically it's not AI tools. They're not. It's not artificial intelligence as such. So again, all these come from Pixabay. So say I wanted to put in front of this one a gorilla. We turn chroma key on, and we can have, and you can do that with anything. I mean, you know, you can do it with your own with your own green screen. I mean, what else can we have? That's a bit longer than... We can have a shark swimming in front of a Roman building, you know. So yeah, because I know not everyone agrees with green screen, but it's definitely worth investing in this platform if you use green screen a lot. And of course, if you want to delete something, it's best to say ignore the message, because then it's... But of course, you've also got the effects as well, and I love the effects. In fact, I'm going to get rid of these videos, because these clips, because we don't really need them for this demonstration. So, chromatic aberration gives you sort of a really neat, and then of course hallucination effect for that trippy, and of course combine the two, you're really tripping. But yeah, of course, if you want to pixelate it, but if it's got a little arrow, if it's got a little diamond, it means it's exclusive to being I'll bring myself back up now. If it's got a little diamond, that means it's premium, and I pay an annual subscription to this video editing. And if it's a little arrow, it means it needs to be downloaded, so I will download that quick, and it takes time depending on the length of the clip you're downloading. So that's what it looks like a star swirl. Yeah, I mean, I've been using Filmora since at least 2021. I did try DaVinci, but it didn't really work well with my computer. It kept crashing. So yeah, I'm going to bring myself back into the picture. But that's basically some of the tools I use for editing my content for this channel. Some of the resources I use. I have tried using Pexels, but I find that Pexels is not as reliable in finding what I'm looking for backdrop artwork. And some of it comes from my own photography as well, you know, holiday snaps, things like that, with people removed, so that it shows you know, what's the word I'm thinking of? Originality, you know, because obviously I have relied on things like Pixabay and my own photos. There's a lot of artwork that is my own. I'm not a fan of this track. There we go. My back's playing up again. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go and get a drink. And I'm back. Just got myself a little snack. So yeah, sorry, I'm just eating some little Sorry, I'm just eating a bag of like Burton's fish and chips salt and vinegar flavour. I never used to like salt and vinegar as a kid, and I think as I've got older, my taste buds have evolved. It's like I never got used to like walnuts, and now I could eat walnuts like they're going out of fashion. You know, it's strange how as you get older your taste buds evolve. It really is. But it's strange because when I have proper fish and chips, I don't even have vinegar on my chips or my fish. I just have salt. And this is just blackcurrant cordial. So you know, this is probably the closest I'll ever do to a mukbang on my video, on my channel. I'm not big on those, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not really big on mukbangs. So I'm just checking some messages. Waiting to hear back from someone. It's alright, isn't it? I come on live and I check my messages whilst. That's alright. sitting and vibing really at the moment. if obviously we don't get any more people joining, I will end this live stream, because obviously at the moment it's we'll see if anyone joins. Hello and welcome. If you're new to this live stream, please do join the chat. I can see that people are joining, coming in and out. Please do interact. You're always welcome here, and you know, I very much appreciate your presence. You might think this is awkward, to be honest. I'm quite enjoying it, really. Just having the music playing and vibing, you know. I think you need to vibe sometimes. Sometimes live streams are far too, you know, active. Sometimes it's just nice to vibe and chill with the sound. I've been going for an hour and a half, so you know, it's not been too bad. But I have the music playing to obviously help keep, you know, so it's not all dead air, and gives me a good reason not to end the live stream early. Mind you, I've also been going an hour and a half, so I think I will probably call it there anyway. And because I mean, if you're watching the replay, you've probably not even got this far. So yeah, okay. Well, I am going to call it, and I will bid you all a very good night.